Hey guys, this is our 6.07 daily practice. We're going to get started with our investigation. We have Miss McConnell's buying tickets to A Perfect Circle. She gets 12% off for being a member of the fan club, and tickets are $15. Which expressions represent how much Miss McConnell is spending? First thing, when you see a problem like this, which expressions? That means that it could be more than one possible answer. So we're going to really carefully go through each one and see if it works or not. So we know she is 12% off, so right away I'm going to look for anything that has subtraction. So AB choice C does have subtraction, so let's look at choice C. 15 is the original price, so this says original minus 12% of the original. That is like finding the discount and then taking it away. That is good, so I'm going to circle that one. I don't see anything else with subtraction, so now let's go through and see what else we have. Choice A looks like it's just 12% of 15. That will tell me how much she's saving. It's not going to tell me how much she's spending, so no. 88, or 0.88 times 15 is like 88% of 15. If we think about 88%, I think they got that by doing 100% minus 12%. So they are just subtracting before. This is a good one also. And then 12 times 15, this is going to be a big number. There's no decimal, there's nothing with percent, so definitely not that one. So just B and C. All right, same thing. We're going to see which proportions can be used to find Miss McConnell's final price. Again, first one, this would just tell me 12% of 15. That will tell me how much she saves, but not how much she spends. Second one, this is 88% of 15. Just like we talked about with choice B, that is good. They just subtracted the 12% from the 100%. Third one, looks like they have 15 is the 12%. That's no good. I already know 15 is the original price, not the modified. And then last one has the same mistake. 15 is the original, so 15 should be down here, so that one's bad. So we have one proportion and two expressions that could solve this problem. So it's three different ways that we could solve it. So today is all about finding those different ways that we can represent our problems. So the first option we have is we can add or subtract our percents, convert that to a decimal, and then multiply with the original amount. That would be like 0.88 times 15 for a 12% discount off of 15. We subtracted the 12 from the 100 first. The other option is just to find a percent of right away, then add or subtract with my original price. That would be like start with 15 and subtract that 12% of the 15. And then anytime you're not sure, you can just test your options. Do that on your calculator. And then pick the ones that match and are reasonable. If you want to take a second to test 0.88 times 15 and 15 minus 0.12 times 15, you should see that you will get the same answer. So that's always a good option with these multiple choice type questions. All right, so here we go. We're going to try another one, and we're going to show a proportion, an equation where we're either adding before or adding after to get our three different methods. So we know Jen is a real estate agent. She makes 2.5% commission on a house she sold worth $450,000. Right, three different ways that you could solve this problem. We got to go back to this word commission. This word, if you guys remember, is just like a percent of. It's just how people that sell stuff are paid. So for a proportion, all we need to do is find 2.5%, 2.5 100, of this total. So we have X, and then the original amount is $450,000. Since this one is just a percent of, there's not really any like add before, add after. It's just find 2.5% of that house. So one way we could do this, remember we got to make 2.5% a decimal. So in order to do that, we need to sweep this decimal twice to the left. It's like dividing by 100. So swoop, swoop. So we have 0.025, and we're just going to multiply by 450,000. And again, since this is really just a percent of, that's really your only option. You can set up this proportion, or you can just multiply these things. There's not any adding after, so let's just cross this one out. That was my bad, you guys. I wrote a bad question. Okay, one more. 2 years ago, Sports Authority went out of business and all products were 70% off. Which expressions show the new price of a product that originally cost $50? And again, we have this, might be more than one answer, so we'll go through each one. Option 1 says 0.30 times 50. That's like 30% of 50. So if we think, is 30% of 50 the same as paying 70% off? Is 100 minus 70 equal to 30? Yes, it is. So here we go. That one's good. Second option, we have 0.70 times 50. This is 70% of 50. Again, we're not saying anything off. 70% of and 70% off are different things, so that is different. Next one, I don't see any decimals. That's not even any percent. I'm going to cross that off right away. And 4, this takes the original and subtracts the 70%. I think that is the same, so yes, we have 1 and 4 only, choice B. All right, last thing we're going to do together is a stop and jot. How do we know options 1 and 4 above are the same? We kind of just walk through it, but they're the same because finding 30% of original price is the same as finding 70% less or 70% off than the original. Again, so it's just a matter of, do you want to subtract percents before or subtract original amount after? Your choice, both of them work. Just remember your key points from today. You can do add or subtract after. You can also test your options. You can also add or subtract before or after and use proportion. All those ways are good. You're going to be finding those matching expressions today. Good luck.